Then that brought me to, hold on. And I'm like, isn't this your first time in Addis or whatever? I'm like, I was not sure. But then now you start telling me about Unscrambling Africa.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you touring the continent.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Apart from why not, let me tell you. The thing is, so here's the thing. Just
apart from why not?
Yeah. Just the same thing. I've always found there's a line that stuck with me that this guy, he's a rapper, Emmanuel Lambert III, The Truth, has a line in one of his songs that says, your biggest frustration is something that you're here to solve. And for me, that means a lot, because it means I'm not here to solve all problems. I'm not here I can't be passionate about everything. And it's weird because I see people online fighting a lot because people are not passionate about something they are passionate about. And I'm like, we can't all be passionate about the same things. Maybe your thing is you care about kids' education, and maybe I care nothing about that. Maybe you care about people with cancer, and maybe it's not yet personal enough. It's not meaning that I don't care about people with cancer. It's just that I care more about kids not having access to art.
Exactly.
So you solve the cancer thing, I figure out these kids, and that's why we are many of us, so that everyone solves the thing that they are most passionate about. Because there's nothing about a cause that you'll feel if that's not your thing. There's no point of, just being philanthropic for the sake of. So for me, Wallpaper Monday started from that thing, and I've realized now, in fact, with talking with you, I realize a lot of my things that I'm trying to solve is because of that. Like, from even before photography, not seeing black people photographed, I'm surprised that I never went into doing black stock photography with black people. The other people who have done it, I just not my thing. But that was a problem that I thought there needs to be, let me buy a camera and photograph black people that are Africans and then edit using them. Then comes to wallpaper, and I thought I might as well
in fact, even before wallpaper, you said then KICC,
going up the rooftop, that view was not being seen, and I thought, why not? Because I could say someone needs to photograph this, someone needs to do this. But if it's my thing, then I should do it. Now with the wallpaper, that made me curious about other photographers around the continent, and I've been always so curious about other people, what their story is, what their struggles are, and just hanging out as photographers, because there's just common themes around all of us. In fact, not just in Africa, but around the world. Like when Instagrammers from the States, they come, we hang out, and they're complaining about things we are complaining about. The levels might be different, but they're complaining about the same things. They're complaining about agencies not paying them, just like we are. So Unscrambling Africa also came from something like that. Just being like, I've photographed Nairobi.
In fact, it started with One Touch Life, did it?
One Touch Life was just one other way to satisfy, because after I started shooting, I realized there's so much more of this country that I'd like to see and photograph. Then when we got together at One Touch Live, when we started, we just used to meet to shoot using lights that Steve Kitotz had bought, because none of us had lights. So like, hey, we buy lights. Tuka tuna shoot nazo. So every Tuesday we'd meet, and sometimes we practice with each other. Like, okay, so when you shoot like this, you need to change settings to this, like that. Then, of course, because we got bored, someone started bringing, like, hey, there's a friend of mine who is a model. So you're a beginner model, just like we are beginner photographers. You come, we shoot you, we praco. And even we used to do like challenges where, like, we say time challenges. We used to challenge ourselves. Sometimes we'll say, okay, everyone has 1 minute to make your shots. You enter with time. So in that 1 minute, you adjust your light, you direct the model the way you want, you shoot. You talk as someone else comes. Sometimes we'd say the challenge is you have to get your shot in 3 shots. So you you're like, crap, that's bad.
Yeah.
You've wasted a shot. You have 2 more. And that's how One Touch, in fact, got called One Touch. Because we would be like, you guys, stop wasting time here. These shots are one touch, one touch. So that's the thing. We generally were kind of trying to perfect the measure thrice, shoot once thing. You know, or rather, well, it's measure thrice, cut once. Where you pim everything. By the time you're taking that one shot, that's it, you're out. Someone else comes. So we're just doing all these things. Then we got bored also. We started saying, what if we could shoot models the way we do, but around different places in the country? So I remember that first shoot we had Thogi, who was a great friend and a really good model, and George Ndirangu, if you know him, and a chick called Hanako. And we went to Lukenya and we partnered with a makeup artist. Now this one, now we're starting to get like production value.
Yeah.
Makeup artist, clothes. We did all that. We photographed them on Lukenya. Everyone has different shots. We loved it. We did it again in Hell's Gate. Then the part of the model started.
Yes.
Because people are not that interested in the models, but were interested in the traveling. So we started traveling. And then One Touch became that thing that we do all over the country. So I remember, but with One Touch is not where my love for African cities came in. It was already there.
Yes.
Before. One Touch became another line,
an avenue to collect the content.
Exactly. And to keep traveling and shooting, because with a group it was easier. We'd go one place close by, we'd go Naivasha, we'd go Nakuru. Then we're like, these places are too close. We started going Samburu. We go further and further. So that's also one way that, so it makes sense for me. By the time we were going to 9 countries, what some people might not realize, because we met some people and they're like, yeah, we also want to go to this country here. And I'd tell them, look, you guys might just see Unscramble in Africa, but before,
yes,
we'd done
Uganda,
Nakuru, we come back. Like that's how we started. Just 1-day trip. So we're just going, come back same day. Then we got bored. We said, let's go at least and camp.
And first, let me shock you. You also started, okay, I'm sure you know this, but from as a consumer of the content, because I would be on the One Touch page constantly or on the Instagram. Why I would go there is to find out where else can I go in Nairobi. I mean in Kenya.
Yeah.
It became now
there's also this place.
What you began to show us to explode local tourism.
Yeah.
For a bunch of guys who wanted to travel.
And for us that was important because we really felt that there's so much for us to see, even before saying that we want to leave this country. Got up really early today to do a shoot with One Touch. So we are here at Kinale Forest. We were hoping to get here early when the fog was still going on, but no fog anymore. There was traffic on the road. It was a mess.
Woo! You know, the story is that women have got more body fat, so if you're cold, huddle around a woman.
I agree. You don't even need to be cold to huddle around a woman. Josh is shooting the film, he's our main shooter, and we are the humble subjects. So as you can see, he's coming in for that. So I'm being directed by her on what I need to do for the picture, and then I have to face this way while she shoots. We just finished shooting at Kinale, or almost finished. It's breakfast time and then we proceed on to Hell's Gate. But how beautiful does this forest look like?
It's a very good tea. This is chai. This is chai.
I am so sleepy. Finally made it to Naivasha. We are at Camp Carnelis. So we're having lunch and then go explore Olkaria. Not even explore, we're really going to swim. But in the meantime, woo! Oh yeah! Oh! The water is really, really good. Time to put the phone away and enjoy this now. The sun is out. It was cold when we were inside, so it was like the perfect temperature for swimming. But now the sun is out, so we're going to go try and shoot more. We're hoping to shoot some wild animals inside Hell's Gate and then set up camp. So we're now headed to camp, trying to set up camp before it's dark, which is a first in One Touch history. We never get to camp while it's still this bright out. The bad thing is that we still don't have no firewood, so we have to get firewood, and we don't... Okay, I haven't prepared my sleeping bag, so today it seems I will be sleeping on the cold hard ground. Something which I'm not excited about.
Don't doubt it. Don't doubt.
Good morning. It is 6 and we're just rushing down to catch that sunrise, which looks so glorious right now that I'm even distracted from shooting this. There were a lot of animals behind me here, but they ran away. It has been a successful shoot. The movie is almost finished. We're almost done shooting it. We're just about to get a few last shots, then get some breakfast. Then
wireless, what your friends say. Everybody got you reckless. Sky looking too high now. Seems you can't even fly now. But your future much better than your past love. No, don't think about giving up. Wireless, you know you got this. Everything's much better when you're shining. Hello.
leftover average pizza for breakfast. Yum good eggs. And now Morendat steak. This is camping. This is premium camping, guys.
This is how we roll.
Don't doubt it. Don't doubt my love. If you never ever feel the sun, don't doubt it.
So we always did that, and then we escalate. It becomes 3 days camping trip in Amboseli. Then becomes 4 days camping trip in Samburu. Then we decided to go for a long one. We said, let's save up money and go to Namibia, 44 days. And we tried to save, but 2 weeks to the trip, we had a meeting at Java, the one near Nairobi hospital, to be like, okay, because we tried to get sponsors, nothing had worked. And we said, guys, realistically, what can we do? Guys were like, honestly, with our own money, we can't afford Namibia. It was coming to maybe 100K each. We said, okay, what can we do? Because we've also been psyching people who are following us, and also we owe it to ourselves. We can't just say, we're not going to Namibia, so let's stay home. Let's go closer. So we said, we did a quick budgeting trip. We said, if we do a 2-week trip and we go to Rwanda, what will that cost? And it was coming to maybe about 30K each. So can we do that? In 2 weeks, everyone was like, we can try. So we said, okay, let's go to Rwanda. And then now, I think because I'd been to Burundi before, I said, so if we are doing 2 weeks Rwanda, why don't we make it 17 days and add Burundi? Because it's just there.
Yeah.
Like from Kigali to Bujumbura is just 6 hours by bus.
Yeah.
So people said, okay, 17 days, Bujumbura. That's it. So we did that. Then came back and I did with the other guys, now the new crew, went down to SA now over 100 days. So it was an escalation.
Yes.
Escalation. So I think that procedure is also important.
And I want to talk about the first time now you went to SA, because dude, you almost died.
Yeah.
like
That is
it's not
literally,
just,
quite literally.
Like what happened?